What is up, FPG fam? Further here, and welcome back to another Snowbreak Containment Zone video. Now listen guys, there's so much information being dropped on the game currently, which is understandably so. The game's releasing here relatively soon. Super excited. But with that being said, I want to hone in on a specific topic today, and that is Acacia Kaguya, the drop rate boost operative, who appears to be the first limited character that you're going to be able to pull for upon official release of the game. That's exciting in of itself. But secondly, this is a brand new character, meaning she was not in the closed beta. So luckily, they provided us her skill as well as some gameplay. I want to take a look at it and use my expertise from the closed beta to develop some advice and opinions on this character for you guys. So hopefully you get some value from this video. Hopefully you do enjoy it. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Now, really quickly as a disclaimer, I did want to mention, just in case you were unaware, that there is a 4-star variant of this character, Acacia, that you can obtain for free in the story. And she's actually a very strong character pistol wielder that throws daggers that can bounce between enemies. She's great for mobs, and those daggers actually hit pretty hard, especially once you start leveling them up and you start applying some neuronics towards her. She becomes a very well-balanced, strong character that I thoroughly enjoyed using, the 4-star variant. So I can only imagine that the 5-star variant is going to be that much better and that much more enjoyable. But let's see what she's actually doing. So let's take a look at Acacia Kaguya. She looks fantastic. I enjoyed the 4-star variant character design. I obviously enjoyed this one. She looks great. She's going to be 5-star. Let's take a look at her skills here. So she's going to be frost damage and once again a pistol wielder, which is understandable because 4-star variants, whenever there's a 5-star variant of the 4-star, they follow the same weapon type. So that's to be expected, her being a pistol user. So let's take a look at her standard skill first. Hover. Acacia throws, I'm just going to call it a moon dart that flies around her. Deals frost damage to enemies upon each hit and applies the winter moon effect, decreasing enemy movement speed. So the first thing we need to highlight is decreasing the enemy movement speed. This could be really good. Now, I'm not going to call it overpowered because the enemies, at least in the closed beta, were not moving all that fast in the first place. But decreasing their movement speed, we would have to see how much is decreased by. But this can be useful, especially for my sniper users. This can help to pick those targets off maybe a little bit easier by them moving a bit slower. So, of course, this is going to be useful and nice to have. We just have to see how much it decreases the enemy's movement speed by. And once again, I'm not going to call it overpowered because in the closed beta, they weren't moving that fast. Now, an official release, if they up the speed of the enemies, this can be really, really strong. And then the darts will fly around her. This is really nice for AoE damage dealing. If you have a lot of mobs around you, this is going to be very beneficial. So I do like the standard skill. Now, moving over to the support skill, this is where you're going to be using a different character, and then you can tap the key that's associated with Kaguya, and she's going to go ahead and do her support skill, which Acacia throws a Kagen moon dart forward that flies around the target spot, dealing frost damage to enemies and applying the moon tide effect, which decreases their all type resistance. Now, that might be kind of overpowered. So the first thing we need to highlight is that she throws the dart and it's flies forward towards the target spot. So it's not going to be flying around the character that you have out like the actual standard skill. This one's going to fly towards the enemy and towards the target, and it's going to be decreasing their all type resistance, which is phenomenal support skill because if you have, let's say, Winter Solstice out who does fire damage, then it's going to lower the resistance to that, and then you can switch into Fenny, Coronet. I'm just using example characters, and their resistance to electric is going to be down. So this is a really, really good support skill in my opinion. I do like it. Now let's take a look at the ultimate skill, Lunar Eclipse. Acacia throws a large crescent moon wheel to create a lunar eclipse storm in the target area, dealing frost damage to enemies in the area and decreasing their movement speed. Now, this could get pretty nutty coupled with the standard skill. So first and foremost, this is going to have a lot of CC. We need to highlight that. This is going to have a lot of CCing capabilities. But secondly, let's say hypothetically you did the standard skill first and then you did the ultimate skill. This could be a massive decrease of their movement speed. And this can set up maybe some nutty combos that you can do together with characters like Fenny Coronet. Once again, as another prime example, if you have her neuronics built up, you can do her skill. It can stun the enemies. There's just a lot of CCing capabilities here and a lot of picking off of enemies that you can take advantage of with the ultimate and then the standard skill. So, and then you obviously can couple that with the support skill if you want to, decreasing their all type resistance. I can see Kaguya really being a strong character from the onset on official release of the game. So I do like what she's doing. Let's go ahead and take a look at the gameplay here. All right, so we have the gameplay here. You're gonna have to excuse Twitter. You already know Twitter has some blurry videos, so let's take a look. So we're gonna see it from the beginning. Now, like I mentioned, pistol wielders, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it really quickly. Pistol wielders are very well balanced. They are able to reload fast, they're able to hit pretty significantly hard, and they are easy to aim with, especially if you're focusing on weak spots. They can hit really hard, and so I enjoy being a pistol user myself. That's why I enjoyed the 4-star variant of Acacia. Now, this is the support skill. You can see it goes towards the enemy. And here's the ultimate. Look at the CCing capabilities right there. They are not moving. They're not going anywhere. I could see this character, and you see the skill right there. I failed to see that beforehand. Let me go back. You can see she does the skill. That's a pretty large AoE. I'm not going to lie. Look how far away from her that it's hitting. That's going to be able to hit enemies from far away. I can see this character being very good for mobs. Very good for mobs because of her skill, her support skill, and her ultimate skill is a very wide AoE. And then the support skill is very nice, decreasing their resistance. Now, the support skill is going to be really good for bosses because it's going to go towards the boss, going to decrease their all-type resistance, and then you could take out, for example, Winter Solstice on boss fights and be able to melt them. That's going to be really good. And then the ultimate and the standard skill I can see being really good for mobs and for groups of enemies. So I think Kaguya overall is going to be a strong character. And once again, being a pistol user, you're going to have balance there with being able to do pretty good damage as well as having fast reload. I think this character is going to be strong. I'm super excited for her. And once again, I think she looks great. But anyways, guys, you let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Once again, there's a lot of information coming out about Snowbreak Containment Zone. So much to get prepared for and so much to be excited for. And I want to say thank you guys for all the support. If you're still here, by the way, thank you for all the support on that last video for Snowbreak. I do truly appreciate it. I'm going to try and provide the best content that I possibly can and definitely be covering this game extensively for you. So I appreciate all the new subs. If you're new, welcome to the FPG fam. I do truly appreciate you. With that being said, I'm going to get on out of here. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. My name is Cody. You call me further. I'll see you all next one. Bye, guys.